Here, travel recommendations for Japan can assist you in getting ready for your trip and making the most of your time spent in the nation, regardless of whether you are going to Japan for the first time or are planning to return there in the future. If you are in the beginning stages of organizing your trip to Japan, this section will assist you in determining when you should go, where you should go, and what activities you should participate in during your trip. Number 10. Determine the best time to travel to Japan. There is no time of year that Japan is not a destination. The cherry blossoms in the spring and the festivals in the summer, as well as the breathtaking foliage in the fall and the spectacular skiing in the winter, are just some of the highlights that each season has to offer. Whenever you come, you will always find a lot of things to enjoy. It is dependent on your tastes and weather and crowds, as well as the experiences that you most desire, as to when time of year is the best time to visit Japan. You need to make sure that you plan and prepare your vacation adequately for the weather, regardless of whether you are going to the beach or the ski slopes, because the seasons are so drastically different from one another. It is important to keep in mind that the temperature might change greatly depending on the region of the country that you travel. Therefore, you must check the forecast for the specific locations that you will be visiting. Number 9. Where to go? The most popular tourist attractions in Japan. It is possible to choose from a surprising variety of locations in Japan, and each of those locations offers an equally astounding amount of activities to participate in. It is highly recommended that you organize your itinerary well in advance of your trip to get the most out of it. When it comes to things like accommodations and event tickets, they tend to sell out very quickly, particularly during busy travel seasons. Therefore, it is important to prepare ahead to prevent being disappointed. Number 8. Experiences that are exclusive to Japan. When you travel to Japan, you will have the chance to experience some genuinely one-of-a-kind and unforgettable activities. There is a great deal more than can be accommodated in a single journey. Number 7. Extend your travels beyond the major cities. Osaka, Kyoto, and Tokyo are generally the first cities that come to mind when you think of Japan. Other cities that come to mind include Kyoto and Osaka. The sites listed here are truly remarkable, yet they are not even close to being all that the country has to offer. To acquire a more profound comprehension of Japan, it is highly recommended that you venture to some of the less well-known locations, particularly if this is not your initial trip to the country. Visit the tranquil towns of Shikoku, go to the wilds of Hokkaido, or see some of Okinawa's breathtakingly beautiful islands. All of these destinations are located in the north. This will not only allow you to avoid crowds, but it will also provide you with the opportunity to experience some of the most genuine and unforgettable aspects of Japanese culture. Number 6. Rent a room in a ryokan for the night. A ryokan is a traditional inn that is designed in the Japanese style, and we strongly suggest that you spend at least one night or two in one of them during your trip. Ryokan is a type of lodging that is highly distinct from conventional hotels and is an integral component of the Japanese experience. The bulk of them are situated in rural areas, making them the ideal place to relax, refresh oneself, and take pleasure in the most exceptional examples of Japanese hospitality. From the minimalist tatami mat rooms to the yukata robes, kazeki meals, onsen baths, and futon bedding, you are certain to find that this accommodation will provide you with an experience that is unlike any other. Number 5. Experience the real meaning of relaxation in an onsen. The pinnacle of luxury and relaxation can be found at Japanese onsen resorts, which are also known as hot springs. Regardless of whether you opt for a historic indoor bath or a distant outdoor setting surrounded by stunning natural surroundings, you will have the opportunity to participate in a cultural experience that is unparalleled and genuine, and you will not find it anywhere else. More information regarding the onsen experience can be found in the virtual ryokan tour that was described before. However, the following are some politeness guidelines that should be kept in mind. To maintain the water's pristine condition, it is important to carefully wash your body before entering the onsen itself. Towels, toiletries, and clothing should be kept out of the water along with everything else, except for oneself. Be careful as you are coming out of the hot water and try not to stay in it for too long if you are not used to it. It is possible that the high temperatures can cause you to feel dizzy. Consider hiring a private onsen instead of going to the public onsen if you are uncomfortable with the idea of being naked in front of other people. There are several luxurious ryokan that offer private bathrooms that are attached to the rooms and others that provide hourly rentals. Number 4. Stay in a Buddhist temple for a while. A spiritual retreat in a Buddhist temple is the perfect way to get away from the stresses of regular life and experience a deeper sense of escape. By staying in a shukubo, also known as a temple lodging, tourists have the opportunity to experience a taste of Buddhist culture. During your stay, they will have the opportunity to participate in early morning prayers, meditation lessons, and traditional Buddhist vegetarian meals. As an additional kind of active meditation, certain stays will also provide you with the opportunity to assist with the work that is being done around the temple. On the mysterious Mount Koya, you will find one of the best sites to witness the religious life of a temple. As the location of more than 100 Buddhist temples and the otherworldly Okunoin Cemetery, it is considered to be one of the most sacred destinations in Japan and the best place to completely submerge oneself in the Zen tradition. Number 3. Participate in a matsuri, also known as a festival. Festivals in Japan are known as matsuri, and they are nothing short of magnificent. As a result of their abundance of color and intensity, as well as their richness and heritage, they present the nation in its most vibrant and animated form. An experience that you will never forget is going to be attending a festival while you are in Japan. You will get the opportunity to sample traditional and seasonal street food, observe one-of-a-kind customs, and completely immerse yourself in an essential aspect of Japanese culture. You should be able to locate at least one festival to attend, even though festivals take place all over the country throughout the year. This is because festivals take place in every region of the country. The best place to begin is with our compilation of Japan's most prestigious festivals. Number 2. Cheering in a sumo tournament or a baseball game. Even if you are not a fan of sports, you should think about going to a sporting event like baseball or sumo if you want to gain an understanding of a distinct aspect of Japanese societal norms and traditions. Even though they are held only 6 times a year, sumo tournaments are events that last the entire day and are steeped in ancient tradition. There is also the possibility of attending a sumo demonstration or morning practice if you are unable to participate in a wrestling competition. In our guide to sumo in Japan, you can find all the information that you require. To put it simply, baseball is a far more contemporary sport. The games are lively but very friendly, with enthusiastic supporters singing and shouting in unison nearly non-stop from the beginning to the end of the games. The games are a Japanese spin on an American classic. Each side has its celebrations that use props like balloons and little umbrellas, and players frequently have their particular fight songs to sing during the game. Multiple games take place each week during the season, and tickets may be purchased in a variety of locations, including online at the stadium and convenience stores. Number 1. Go for a stroll through the forest. Although it might come as a bit of a surprise, approximately 68% of Japan is covered in forests and 73% of the country is mountainous. This makes it quite simple to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city and spend some quality time in nature. Now is the time to put on your hiking boots, pack a lunch in a bento box, and get out there. Hiking is a common sport for people of all ages in Japan, which is consistent with the Japanese culture's emphasis on peaceful coexistence with and appreciation for the natural world. Some routes are not only easily accessible, but also scenic and may be explored in virtually any city. There are a variety of activities available to accommodate people of varying skills and inclinations, ranging from tough mountain summits, such as the famous Fuji-san, to breathtaking riverside walks. In addition to that, it is an excellent method for burning off the calories that you will be consuming as a result of all the delicious food that you will be eating. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.